All right, and our final inductee tonight is Mark Standiford, who played for and managed multiple teams in 18 NBC World Series. Mark is one of the most accomplished figures in NBC World Series history, first appearing as a player with the Wichita Broncos in 1985, before winning the 1986 NBC Championship with the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. As a manager, Mark led teams to 23 victories and 2 top 5 finishes, including a memorable 2003 tournament where he simultaneously managed both the Wichita Braves and the Wichita Sluggers. A legendary power hitter at Wichita State University, holding the school record in home runs, Mark has dedicated his life to baseball as a player, coach, and mentor throughout the region. Please welcome Mark Standiford.
Wow, what a night. See all these people out here. First of all, I want to start off and say thank you to the National Baseball Congress Selection Committee, my fellow inductees, all the past Hall of Famers here tonight. Executive Director Katie Woods, thank you for your outstanding leadership and tireless dedication in keeping this legendary tournament alive and thriving year after year. And obviously all the volunteers who make this happen every year. And to the whole Wichita Baseball community, thank you for coming out for this honor. Induction to the NBC Hall of Fame is very special. For nearly a century, the NBC World Series has been one of the most respected and enduring amateur tournaments in the country. It's drawn top talent, produced countless pros, and served as a true proving ground. Seeing my name now alongside all the past inductees reminds me of the tournament's incredible legacy and how fortunate I am to join them. You know, I'm a Wichita guy. I've seen this tournament for many, many years. I was born here, raised here, and I've never left. So much of my amateur baseball happened right here at the NBC in the old Morris Dumont Stadium. I played well over 100 games here with the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the Wichita Broncos, and the Sluggers at Wichita State. I can still remember that unique 2-tier fence in right field, obviously the red and white base that I should have did on back there in the back. The stands packed with scouts, and that's where many a dream started, my great memories were made. But really, what made those nights special were the people. And some of those people are here today. My teammates, first of all, on the field. The coaches guiding me in those games, and later the players that I had the privilege to coach. I would not be up here today, obviously, without people who shaped me, especially my family. My mom is here today. Mom, you've been there from the start, cheering me in the wins and accompanying my losses, and never miss a game. Even at Tabor as I coach, I don't think you miss a game. Either you're watching it or you're going to be there. I love you beyond words. Randy, thank you for tuning up with every season, every road trip, every practice, and late game. Your support kept me going. And to all my former teammates, which there's some that travel a long ways, who battled alongside me, the coaches who taught me and inspired me, and the players I had the honor of coaching over the years. Seeing many of you here today brings back so many good memories. Thank you for coming, for everything you meant to me in the game. I really want to say thank you to especially the ones that traveled long distance to me, or to be here. It really means a lot. I want to go back a little bit to when I first started. We talked about the Wichita Braves a little bit. A big part of those memories take you right back to our late general manager, Larry Bachberg. I want to mention him tonight because he truly loved the NBC. He lived and breathed it. And he built, and we built, exceptional teams entirely from local talent and the surrounding communities. A few of those players are here tonight, and I'm glad you were able to come. I was also incredibly fortunate with the Braves to coach alongside 2 of the best in the business. Steve Lenhart, who's here today. Where you at, Steve? Thank you. Good friend of mine, one of the best pitching coaches around. And my other assistant coach was Rocky Hill. We shared some unforgettable times together and were able to coach some truly outstanding players. Larry gave us everything we needed to succeed. He believed in us completely. And most importantly, inspired me to take that next leap into college coaching. He was simply the best. And we all owe him an enormous debt of gratitude. I've also been blessed to have some amazing coaches, and two of those are here tonight. Brent Kinmans, both in Wichita State and up in Anchorage, taught me so much about the middle side of baseball, how to get out of your own way and just let yourself succeed. His unique way of communicating was always informative, and most of the time highly entertaining. Still is. We've shared some truly great times together, no doubt. Gene Stevenson, I can't say enough about him. He instilled in me the drive to be the best, a relentless fire to compete in every single game, and the unshakable belief that losing, and I mean it, losing is never an option. I've carried so much of what he taught me and applied it directly to the building of my program at Tabor. He is a big reason for my success. But after that, I have to say the best coach I've had was my dad. Losing him last year still hurts. The quiet, where his voice used to be, is the hardest part. He led by example, not big speeches. Everyone respected him. He was firm in his beliefs, kind at heart, and he had a rock-solid love for his family. He taught me baseball. He pushed me to chase my dreams, and he showed me what real integrity and hard work looked like. I miss him every single day, but I'm so grateful. And I hope I'm honoring him by carrying forward his values of hard work, deep family love, and a life centered on faith and honoring God. Growing up in Wichita, the NBC World Series was a summer tradition. As a kid in the stands, I watched some great players and dreamed of playing there. In 1994, as a high school senior, I faced that stacked Hutchinson Broncos team. It had Barry Bonds, Rafael Palmeiro, and Tina Clavey. I hit a home run my first at bat. I still remember that. And that moment was so special, it really fueled my desire to play in the NBC even more the following year. In 1986, I did live the dream by winning the championship with the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. After an early loss, we battled back through the losers' bracket to win the NBC title over Grand Rapids. But it still remains one of the greatest highlights of my career. The chemistry of that team was amazing, and it started with our manager, Steve McFarland. He was a true player's coach. He trusted us to be ourselves and built an environment where everyone would thrive. Our pitching coach, Brent Kinmans, kept the bullpen light and enjoyable, but when it came time to compete, he was laser focused with a burning desire to win, and he hated to lose just as much as we did. That roster wasn't made up of stacked first-round picks, but of just blue-collar workers who loved the game and a fierce drive to succeed. That chemistry and Hubbard carried us through the grind and made that championship feel truly earned. That same NBC spirit carried over the later years with the Wichita Sluggers and alumni teams. When we were talking about this in lunch, in 1996, we finished fourth.
Confirmed.
But what stands out the most was that semifinal night was against the El Dorado Broncos. Yeah, we lost the game, but we played in front of about 6,000 to 8,000 fans. That atmosphere was absolutely electric. And it's still, again, one of the special moments I cherish. I also got to play second base behind Steve in that tournament. And he threw a complete game, I believe it's a complete game shutout. We talked about that too. And I think I had 10 ground balls that game. One of the best games I've seen pitched. Also got to play with Terry Elliott, one of my good friends. He was behind the dish, grounding through, I think, one of his 17 straight NBC World Series appearances. I think he has some record there. He was the ultimate gun for hire for many years. You talk about true dedication to the game and his tournament. Terry definitely had it. That same passion and the NBC eventually brought things full circle when I started coaching with the Wichita Sluggers alongside Tonto Baxley. Watching those young guys chase their own dreams on the same field where I played and felt the perfect continuation of the journey. That's why the NBC World Series is so special. It has endured for nearly a century, It unites top teams each year in the pursuit of a national title, showcasing baseball at its very best. Players come to win, but along the way they learn to handle failure, support one another through the ups and downs, build true teammates, and if the breaks fall right, achieve real team success. Watching young players grow not just in skill, but in character through resilience, teamwork, and hard work reminds me exactly why the game and the NBC remains so meaningful. I want to say thank you again for this honor. Baseball has given me more than just memories. It's shaped who I am and still shapes the future in meaningful ways. To borrow a phrase from Brent, and it is a clean one, the NBC is a Wichita treasure. We simply cannot take it for granted. We all need to step up now and do our part to make sure it succeeds and keeps going strong. By supporting it, volunteering, attending games, and spreading the word. We can't preserve the NBC tradition for the next generation and generations to come, so they can experience just how special it really is. My hope is that the NBC World Series will keep giving young players the opportunity to chase their dreams, compete at a high level in front of enthusiastic crowds, and inspire the next generation of players and fans together. And together, let's make sure it endures for many years ahead. Thank you again for this great honor. And again, let's all help the NBC and stay getting better. Thank you.
Attention.